What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Post-Gazette Pirates YouTube channel. Noah Hiles coming to you on a sunny Tuesday afternoon in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Pirates back in town, ready to start a 6-game homestand. The first 3 of those 6 games, of course, coming against the Chicago Cubs for this 3-game series, which starts Tuesday evening tonight at PNC Park. Going to break down this one, as we always do, between 2 teams in the National League Central who are off to different starts. The Pirates obviously come into this one with a record of 11-18. That is last place in the division. They have lost their last 2 heading into this one. The Cubs, meanwhile, enter 17-12. That record is good enough to put them 1 game ahead of the Reds for sole possession of first place in the Central Division. They as well have lost their last 2 games heading into this one. They've won 6 of their last 10, though, as opposed to the Pirates, who have only won 4 of their last 10. So let's take a look first off with the pitching matchups. Tuesday night, really good matchup on the bump Tuesday night. Andrew Heaney, 2-1 with a 1.72 ERA, the left-hander for the Pirates, taking on Shota Imanaga, who is 2-1 with a 3.18 ERA. Wednesday, Carmen Mlodzinski gets the start for the Pirates. He's 1-3 with a 6.95 ERA. He will be opposed to Matthew Boyd, who's really throwing the ball well right now for the Cubbies. He's 2-2 with a 2.54 earned run average. And then Thursday, the series finale, Thursday afternoon, first pitch scheduled for that one at 12:35 p.m. Paul Skenes will be on the mound to face Colin Ray. Skenes is 3-2 with a 2.39 ERA, fresh off that really good outing against the Dodgers Friday night. And Colin Ray is 1-0 with an 0.96 earned run average. He's been used as a reliever and a starter this year for the Cubs. So some interesting pitching matchups. Just going quick thoughts on these. I mean, one, Heaney enters his start Tuesday evening. Still don't believe he's allowed a run in PNC Park this year. So that's something to monitor. And he's going up against a guy who had a lot of success against the Pirates last year, Imanaga. He held them in check pretty well in May at Wrigley Field, a game that the Pirates ended up losing, I believe, 1-0 in 10 innings. I think he threw 8 shutout in that game. And then, of course, he no-hit them in September, early September. It was a group no-hitter as a couple of relievers came on to follow him, but he recorded a no-hitter against the Pirates, or at least led the charge in a no-hit effort against the Pirates last year as well. So they haven't had a lot of answers against him. They'll obviously need to change that tonight if they want to get on the win column. Other notes real quick here. Carmen Mlodzinski. Is this Carmen's last start? We're looking at Bubba Chandler continue to build up volume. His pitch count reached 70 in his last outing. He's stretched out to go at least 5 innings now. I would expect him to go a little further, maybe next start. But how many more starts in AAA does Bubba Chandler have? I don't know. And with, I would say, a little bit of a need for a leverage right-handed arm in the bullpen, it feels like you could upgrade both the rotation and the bullpen by promoting Bubba Chandler and moving Carmen, who's just not had success as a starting pitcher, into a reliever role like we've seen him excel in over the last couple of seasons. So maybe is this his last start? Is this his last chance to prove that he can hold it down in this rotation? I don't know. Definitely something to monitor. I will point out that, I mean, his last outing was probably one of his better ones, right? I think he went 5 innings and allowed 3 earned runs. So, still not, I don't think, good enough. I mean, still struggles against the lineup the second time through, but this is his kind of last chance. And then Thursday, Paul Skenes against the Cubs. I mean, Paul Skenes has had a lot of memorable moments against the Cubs. It's who he made his major league debut against. It's who his second start through 6 no-hit innings with 11 strikeouts. He's had a lot of success against this team. I'm sure they are aware of that. And Colin Ray is going to have his hands full going up against the favorite to win the National League Cy Young, or at least the guy who was the favorite entering the season. So let's take a look at the Cubs now real quick. A very, very, very offense-first ball club. They rank third in baseball in batting average with a 260 batting average. On-base percentage is second and leads the National League with a 340. Slug, 444. That's third best in baseball. Weighted runs created plus, third best in baseball. Leads the National League with a 121. They've scored the most runs in baseball. They're tied for sixth for the most home runs. They lead baseball in stolen bases with 44. This is an offense that is not to be messed with. They've got a lot of guys hitting the ball really well right now, hitting for power, hitting for average. And if, like I said, with the stolen base number there, when they get on, they're running. So it's going to be a challenge not only for the Pirates pitching staff, but the catchers as well, to not allow extra bases to be a regularity here. Meanwhile, on the pitching side for Chicago, not as favorable numbers. ERA is 4.24. That's 20th in baseball. Most of these rank in the bottom third of the game right now. WHIP is 23rd. Average against is 21st. K9 is 24th. Walks per 9 is 18th. The real weakness right now for this team is its bullpen. The starting pitchers for Chicago, the starting rotation is a 3.72 earned run average, which is 11th best in baseball. Bullpen ERA, 4.99. That is 28th out of 30 Major League Baseball teams. They've blown 6 saves so far this season, which is third most in baseball. So Pirates going to be challenged by the starting rotation here a little bit when you look at who they have trotting out there. I mean, it doesn't include Tyone. I would say he's one of their best 3, but they've got 2 really good starters starting off this series with Imanaga and Boyd. And the first guy being, like I said, someone who's kind of had their numbers. So their work's cut out for him. But if you can have similar results to what we saw on this road trip where, they got Sasaki out of the game relatively early. They got Yamamoto out of the game relatively early. I know Glass now left with an injury, so you can't really count that. But they didn't allow a lot of starters on their last 6 games out in Los Angeles to go deep into ball games. And if you can do that against the Cubs, I think this offense has a chance. Quick notes on the offense real quick before we wrap this up. I think I shared these on the live stream yesterday, and these were notes that I took. So I haven't updated them, but as of yesterday, so there were some games played yesterday, so these might have changed a little bit, but the Pirates ranked in the top 5 in baseball in average, or in batting average and on base percentage since April 14th. Now, why is that date significant? Because that's when Oneil Cruz moved to the top spot of the batting order. So, the offense is far from fixed, I would say, but it looks to be trending in the right direction with a lot of guys hitting the ball right now. Not just Oneil Cruz, but I would say, Joey Bart swinging a nice stick. Andrew McCutchen, Reynolds has been better. Adam Frazier's has like a double-digit hit streak right now. And Manuel Valdez is barreling the baseball. Brian Hayes has come through here and there. So they are hitting the ball better, and they're going to need it to keep pace with this Cubbies offense. We're going to take a quick break to hear from our show sponsor, and when we return, I'm going to give you 3 guys to watch and my bold prediction for this series.
Hey, Pittsburgh. When you think of great roofs, you think Greenewalt Roofing Company. With over 20 years' experience, Greenewalt knows your roof is your home's first line of defense from rain, wind, snow, and ice. That's why Greenewalt Roofing's standard for perfection is so important. You can trust that their team of experienced installers will treat your property like it's their own. When it comes to roof replacements, Greenewalt Roofing is Pittsburgh's only choice. Visit greenewaltroofing.com today or call 412-314-8882 to schedule your free estimate. PA contractor number 36262.
Big thanks to our sponsor, Greenewalt Roofing. All right, 3 players to watch here in this series for the Cubs. Pete Crow Armstrong, a dynamic young player. I believe this is his 2nd season. Enters the series batting .286, 5 home runs, an .855 OPS, and 12 stolen bases. He's dangerous on the bags, got a lot of speed, also very fun to watch in the field, out in center field. Kyle Tucker, another guy, you probably heard of him. Their big offseason acquisition, getting him from the Astros. He enters the series batting .289 with 7 homers, 976 OPS, and 8 stolen bases. So he's running the bags well, too. Michael Busch, their first baseman, my 3rd guy to watch in this series, batting .286 with 5 home runs, 16 runs batted in, and 930 OPS. So And these aren't the only guys. I mean, their team, if you look at their batting average, their OPSs, they're swinging it really well. So the Pirates pitching staff will have its work cut out for them, which leads me into my bold prediction. I'm going to predict that the Pirates hold the Cubs throughout the series to under 10 runs. So that could work out in a lot of different ways, obviously. Skenes and Heaney could throw shutouts, and Mlodzinski could allow 9 runs, or it could be 3, 3, and 3 across the board. But my bold prediction here is that the Pirates will hold the Cubs to under 10 runs this series. As far as predictions go, I will say the Pirates win on Thursday. I think they lose the first 2 games of this one. So that's all I got for the preview. Check out all of our work at post-gazette.com. Get yourself a digital subscription if you don't have one already. I'm Noah Hiles. Subscribe to this channel at Post-Gazette Pirates, where we'll have you covered throughout the whole season.
Thank you for checking out this content from Post-Gazette Sports. If you watch this video on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. For all of the sports coverage the Post-Gazette has to offer, visit post-gazette.com.